Welcome, Aries. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Aquarius reading. The full moon is tomorrow on the 1st of August in the morning on the west coast of the U.S. And let's get started right away with your overall energy, Aries. You have the Eight of Wands. This is customarily viewed as a really positive time when things are moving quickly. There's a lot of communication. You may be working in a very organized and consensual way with a group of people towards a goal. This is you gathering, receiving, and communicating about the information that is suddenly being made very available to you. And the movement that is occurring is the result of years of passionate creation, passionate construction, something you built over time, particularly as an individual, but particularly with the team of people that you're working with. And your success is assured with this card. It's a beautiful card just in advance of Mercury going retrograde, which will happen shortly. But you are moving forward with things, you're concluding things that may need some adjustment. So keep that in mind, that the decisions you're coming to, the efforts you're making, the actions you're taking as a group should allow you for some wiggle room, some review, some chance to reevaluate the decisions you're now seeing as the way forward. In your past, we have the Queen of Swords, the Justice card, and the Star. More information about this set of directions and movement among a group. You're very much facilitating an understanding of members of the team or the group that you're working on. You're the person who is taking charge of not just gathering information, which other people are also capable of doing, but of really vetting the information, really making sure that you and other people truly understand it, and that you are allowing this energy to facilitate a balancing of energies. This could be the balancing or equitable distribution of resources among those in the group. But it looks as though the group is aspiring towards something more than the original transaction. So for instance, if this is an inheritance, if this is recompense coming about as the result of some work or effort that's already been spent, and you're now receiving the reward for that, payment for that, you are fashioning some goal or target, some particular investment with which you are perhaps collectively investing in, so that you are, as a result of this process that is moving very energetically and very in a lot of synchronicity in terms of coordinating the thoughts, the wishes of several people, if not an entire team of people. You're actually recognizing as a group that you have worked together well on this particular effort, this particular rebalancing, reharmonizing of resources, this fair distribution in a way that inspires you to invest in something, perhaps a legacy, perhaps a piece of real estate, or something that is going to accommodate the regeneration of the investment that you are considering making. In the present, we have the King of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. So another 8, which I like very much. At this point, you're really focused on your authority, your ability to make decisions that are going to stabilize and secure your material foundations. You may be, there may be a person of that sort that has gifted you, gifted in this case a group of you, with a resource that you are considering, you are discussing, you are still making changes, redirecting this energy in a way that suits you. This looks like you're moving away from a particularly valuable experience. This can be a home, but you recognize that you have gained all you can from a certain effort that you've made, a certain investment you've made in strong relationships in a particular location or a particular job. You're now reconsidering that and realizing that this may be the time to move forward as directed by this other effort that you're making, that began in the past, where you were collectively redistributing these resources among you in a very harmonious and satisfying way, in a way that hoped and inspired you, or that inspired your hope that there could be a larger impact on your community, your team, and even the world through this investment that you have managed within a group. Immediately, I feel like there is some conflict or some change desired in your current home, wherever you're living, wherever you have been living. You're considering the ways that your share of the resources could be better spent, could provide you with a more significant challenge than what you have been experiencing to date. So this may be very specific, but I do feel like there's one thing is affecting the other. So the investment you're making as a group is affecting and impacting your current environment and really nudging you towards growth. This growth could also be a result of having received your share of a legacy or inheritance. You now recognize that the deep bonds that facilitated that you're ready for a new challenge. You're ready to move beyond this familiar effort and move into a new direction, inspired indeed by your share of resources that you are receiving. But your focus is very much on your stability, on your independence, and on your leadership as part of a community or a team. In the future, we have the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. This isn't a situation that has been occurring for a long time. And that situation, this is a kind of recent development. You have been weighing your options wherever you are currently located, weighing your home, the options of your current home with the possibility of another home, and the work that you're doing now, transitioning that into perhaps from an organized business or working as part of a team in an organization to creating your own business. You have been weighing this for a while, or perhaps you've left or are contemplating leaving a business that is your own and moving towards a congregation or a collective of like-minded individuals with a lot of tools and resources that you're able to offer. You have been recognized by your team, this team, the group that you are currently working with, for your work towards elevating the cause, the goal, the success of the effort that you've been making in terms of really looking for the true value in whatever resource you are receiving a fair share of. And you're also really buoyed up by the work that you've done with this team, because you feel that it is the recognition among your teammates, your family members, that is really the value for you in being a part of a team, but being able to elevate the entire team through your own successes. As a result of your own successes, you are finding a place where you are kind of confirming your own expertise. You're really looking at the through line here in terms of your own efforts, in terms of the way that you have been speaking up for yourself within this particular setting. And it's not the same as saying that you are an outspoken person at this particular time. I believe, Aries, you probably always have a voice, but you're learning a more positive and appropriate way to use that voice to clarify your individual value and contribution. You are defending yourself in many ways. You may be seen by other members as defensive, but it's only because you have typically been a leader in a similar situation. You've often been a leader. You've often been a caretaker even. And you are learning to step back and participate in an equitable way, but that is in part by clarifying your own boundaries and limits. And as you do that, you are experiencing a kind of liberation, a kind of freedom to point your communication, your efforts, your expression in a way that is more productive for you, that gives you more clear latitude in the area of your voice, your expression, your creative endeavors. I'm going to clarify the Five of Wands in the middle with the World card and the Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. So this in many ways is representing the closing out, the discussions that you're having, the changes that you're desiring to make are part of the end of an era, closing a chapter down, and how you are experiencing this really healing process of being recognized and rewarded for your part, for your contribution. You're also really accepting and leaning into your healing. You're understanding how your healing is impacting others and how in many ways you are being recognized and rewarded for that. This has been a long journey. This may have been the journey of a lifetime. It may have culminated in the passing of someone dear to you, but you have been consistently working towards being a better service to your team, your family, and to yourself. You're really connecting this journey with who you are fundamentally and all the support that you have as a result of your family, your ancestry, your culture, all those accepting and allowing yourself to experience all of the support and guidance that has always been there for you, even if not in the physical, even if not in this particular experience, but overall, your ability to connect beyond the people, the individuals that you have been working with, that have been supporting you, that you have been supporting. You're recognizing this new challenge, and this feels again very much about your ability to articulate this experience, to write a new story, to feel a sense of satisfaction, contentment, and even joy in the privilege of being a part of this team or this family. I'm going to pull a crystal oracle or a soul's journey card for you, and hope that if you've been enjoying this reading, Aries, that you are liking and subscribing to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all of you that do what you can to support me, and it all matters. And your key word is discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to do. And I'm also going to pull another little crystal oracle, because this is a time of inspiration, of magic, I believe, on the planet. And many of us are prepared to take advantage of that magic. So I have pulled the red tourmaline, and the key word is passion. I am the embodiment of passion. I thank you so much, Aries. Until next time, namaste.